सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
रथं स्थापयमच्युता
रथं स्थापयामच्युता
यावदेता निरीक्षेऽहम्
यवदेतानिरीक्ष्यहम्
युद्धकामानवस्थितान्
यद्दुःखानवस्थितान्
केर्मया स युद्धव्यम्
कर्मया सह
केन्मयासहयुद्धवान्
युद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन्
रणसमुद्यमे
रणसमुद्यमे
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन
अर्जुन
उवाच
उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
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 रथं स्थापयमच्युत
रथं
रथं
स्थापयामच्युत
स्थापयामच्युता
यावदेता निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतन्निरीक्ष्यहम्
युद्धकामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
यदुःखानवस्थितान्
केर्मया सह युद्धव्यम्
कर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
केन्मयासहयुद्धवान्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन्
रणसमुद्यमे
रणसमुद्यमे
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन
अर्जुन
उवाच
उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
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 रथं स्थापयमच्युत
रथं
रथं
स्थापयामच्युत
स्थापयामच्युता
यावदेता निरीक्ष्याहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतन्निरीक्ष्यहम्
युद्धकामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
यदुःखानवस्थितान्
केन्मया सह युद्धव्यम्
कर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
केन्मयासहयुद्धवान्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
रणसमुद्यमे
Anybody would like to chant?
Yes. Arjuna Vacha.
अर्जुन
अर्जुन
उवाच
उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
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 रथं स्थापयामि
रथं
रथं
स्थापयामच्युत
स्थापयामच्युता
यावदेतानिरीक्षाहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतन्निरीक्षेऽहम्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
यदुःखानवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धयहम्
कर्मया
कैर्मयाशयुध्यम्
योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन्
रणसमुद्यमे
रणसमुद्यमे
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन
अर्जुन
उवाच
उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
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 रत्नं स्थापेम अच्युता
रथं
रथं
स्थापयामच्युत
स्थापयामच्युत
यावदेता निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतन्निरीक्षेऽहम्
युद्धकामानवस्थितम्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
यदुःखानवस्थिताम्
कीर्मया सायुद्धोभयम्
कर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
केन्मयाशयुद्धम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्रये
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन्
रणसमुद्यमे
रणसमुद्यमे सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयामच्युत
रथं
रथं
स्थापयामच्युत
स्थापयामच्युत यावदेतत् निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतन्निरीक्षेऽहम् योद्धुं कामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
कुर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रथसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे। अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन
उवाच
उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
रथं स्थापय मे अच्युत
रथं स्थापय मे
अच्युत
यावदेतान्निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतन्निरीक्षेऽहम्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
कैर्मया च योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे।
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे।
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
सेनायोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
रथं स्थापय मेच्युत
रथं स्थापय मेच्युत
एवदातानि निरीक्षेऽहम्
यावदेतान्निरीक्षेऽहम्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामानवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे।
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे।
Okay, so we'll go to word. Anybody want to recite? Okay, so we'll read the word to word. Arjuna Vacha.
Arjuna Vacha.
Arjun said.
Arjuna said.
Senayo
Senayo
of the armies.
of the armies.
Ubhayo
Ubhayo
both.
both.
Madhye
Madhye
between.
between.
Ratham
Ratham
the chariot.
the chariot.
Tapaya
Yeah.
please keep.
Please keep
Me
me
my Achyuta
Achyuta.
O infallible one.
O infallible one.
Yavat
Yavat
as long as. Etan all these. Nirikshe me look upon. Aham I Yutto Kaman desiring to fight. Avasthitan arrayed on the battlefield. Ke with whom. Maya by me. Saha together. Yuddhavyam have to fight. Asmin in this. Rana strive. Samuddhame in the attempt. Translation. Arjuna said, can you please everybody go on mute because I'm hearing my voice back. Thank you. Arjuna said, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in these great trials of purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible. Although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee, his supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the supreme personality of Godhead, Rishikesha, the Lord of the total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord, and similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes great pleasure in his pure devotees assuming the advantageous position of ordering him, and then he does in being the giver of orders. Since he is a master, everyone is under his orders, and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains the transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances. As a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he was very anxious to see who the leading person present on the battlefield were. Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. ॐ अज्ञानं तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाखाय चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपा सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं सादैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखंसितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरंगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभय एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Thank you everybody once again to join for the Bhagavad Gita class, and I would like to take all of the assembled Vaishnavas blessings. Please bless me so that I can speak something relevant from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Krishna. So as we have read the verse and translation, can anybody would want to tell me what has happened before this, just to give a revision? What had happened before this?
The
verse?
conch shells were blown.
Mhm.
And Duryodhana finished speaking to Dronacharya.
Thank you, Sugopi Mataji. So as Sugopi Mataji has told that the conch shell has been done, and Duryodhana was speaking, and that has been, Duryodhana has done speaking with Dronacharya's teacher. So also, can you let me know, I mean, because since we have discussed around 20 verses, right? This is 21st verse. So can anybody please let me know what all the names we have used so far without looking back so far for Arjuna in all the 20 verses? What all the names has been given to Arjuna? Different names has been given. So would anybody would like to tell me?
Partha, and then
Dhanunjaya.
Dhananjaya. Yeah.
Yeah, Dhananjaya is correct. Partha, yes, but not till the 20 verses. So Partha will come later on the verses. But some other names have been called out for Arjuna. Anybody remember those names apart from Dhananjaya?
About Kunti Putra, was that used? I can't remember.
Kuntiya.
But
Kunti
yes,
is
that has
Putra.
been used, but for Yudhishthira, not for Arjuna.
Oh.
Yes, that has been used in 16th verse.
Pandava.
Yes, Pandava is correct. Pandava has been used in the verse number 14, where it has been mentioned Madhava Pandava Steva, where the scene has been given that Arjuna and Krishna is sitting on the situated on the chariot, and then it has been mentioned that Madhavas, Pandavas, even they started, blowing their conch shell before Panchajanam Rishikeshu. That has been mentioned. One other name is mentioned for Arjuna.
Bharata.
No, not so far. So I'll tell you. So 3 names has been mentioned.
Rishikesha.
Rishikesha is Krishna's name, isn't it?
Krishna. Rishikesha is Krishna.
Gudakesha.
Yes, but later in the chapter. So I'll tell the name. So Dhananjaya is right, Pandava is right, and other name was Kapidhaja. So just we have covered that verse yesterday. Kapidhaja means who has the Hanuman marked on his flag. So Kapidhaja has been called for Arjuna. This is Arjuna's name that is called, like who has a mark, who has a flag which has Hanuman situated in it. That is Arjuna, right? So these 3 names has been called out for Arjuna so far till till the verses we discussed 20th. And what about Krishna? Which name has been called? So it's just a revision so that we know which all the names, because these names are significant and they have different meanings also.
Madhusudan.
Parthasarathy.
Madhava.
Rishikesh.
Rishikesha, yeah.
I got 2 correct so far, Madhava and Rishikesh. These 2 names
Rishikesh,
has been called out till 20th verse. Thank you everyone for participating. So now we'll start discussing about today's verse. But before that, I would also like to know, can anybody want to tell me, about this verse? Every verse of Bhagavad Gita is important, but this verse is very, very important for us. Can anybody guess why this verse is so important for us? Something what we have read so far.
Is it because Krishna puts the chariot specifically in front of Bhishma and Dronacharya so that Arjuna becomes sad, and then the Bhagavad Gita happens after that?
Thank you, Mataji. Exactly. That's why this verse is most important to us, because if Arjuna, because I would want to revise what happened to the 20th verse. What did Arjuna do? Does anybody remember what happened in the 20th verse? I'll tell you what happened in the 20th verse. So at that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. So he was prepared to shoot the arrow. Then what happened? What changed? What changed that he asked Krishna to, Achyuta, put my chariot in between the 2 armies. So after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in the military array, he's, as soon as he saw, he started taking his bow and prepared to shoot an arrow. So what happened? Krishna, being a Chaitya guru inside the heart, he inspired, because if Arjuna is prepared to shoot the arrow now, then how the Bhagavad Gita will be spoken, right? And how we take the benefit of the Bhagavad Gita instructions. So Krishna inspired, and then Arjuna spoke the next verse, as today we are discussing. Very, very beautiful verse. Senayor madhye ratham sape mayachyuta yavadeta nirikshayaham yattu kamam avasthitan kenmaya sayuttovam yasmin rane samudhaye. So Arjuna here is saying that please place my chariot between the two army. To whom he is saying Achyuta. And why he is not saying here Krishna, Madhava, Rishikesha? Specifically, there is a meaning here why Achyuta has been used. And Prabhupada also discussed that in the purport. So why the Achyuta has been used? Because Achyuta means the Lord who is infallible. Because Krishna doesn't fall from his position. We are all the Chyut, right? Because we fall from our position. We are in the material world. All the living entities are called Chyut. So about this Achyuta, right? Like, you know, Krishna also comes in the material world. So we cannot say that Krishna is Chyut, because Krishna comes Sambhavami Yuga Yuga. He's come out of his sweet will. And why does he come has been mentioned in the 4th chapter, where it has been mentioned that he comes to annihilate the demons, and but more specifically to protect his devotee and to establish the religion, right? Dharma, to establish the dharma. So Achyuta means he doesn't fall from his position. So it's not like that Krishna was in the spiritual world and then he has to take birth according to the karma. Na karma lipyanti. Krishna says that he doesn't come under the bondage of the karma. So Krishna comes out of his own sweet will. And Prabhupada always gives this as an example. You might have heard earlier, to when king goes to the jail, right? Or somebody goes to the jail, and you know, the high person, you know, king want to see how everything is working, or he want to do something. But the other prisoners, like we are all the prisoners, right, in the material world. So other people think that, oh, he's one of us, he might have done some crime, so that's why this he is also there. But that is so foolish. But so many people apart from the devotees, right, they understand like Krishna. That's why Krishna speaks his words, avajananti mamamuda, because there are people who understand Krishna as the manushim tanum ashritam. He has taken the body like us. But as we know from the advent of Krishna, how he has appeared as not the ordinary child appear. So that's how that Achyuta has been used here in this verse, because he doesn't fall. Another meaning of Achyuta is Krishna never falls down from his position when it is time to protect his devotee. So Krishna never ever fall down. What Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kanteya prati janehi name bhakta pranashanti. Krishna says that you declare boldly, Arjuna, that my devotees will never perish, because Krishna takes care in each and every circumstances, that he takes care of his devotees. So he always ready to give protection to his devotee. He never falls down of that position, you know. Let's say, right, if we can take the certain examples, right? Just came into my mind about Draupadi. So Draupadi, since she had 5 husbands, so I mean, we think that, okay, my family can save us, my husband can save us, or anybody in the world, my friend can save me, right? But who is the real, you know, who is the real protector? Real protector is Krishna. Draupadi, when she asked everybody, she realized nobody was able to, even though it has been mentioned they were so much, you know, what we say Vikrodara for Bhima, right? He performed Herculean task, heroic task, like nobody else can perform, like so many tasks he performed, he like that also. So even Bhima was not able to save when it was a time for him to save for his wife. So then she just you know, surrendered to Krishna and say Govinda Madhava. So then Krishna came as an unlimited sari. We all know that incident. So because Krishna never fails to protect, that's why he was able to save Draupadi. And there are so many instances. So one instance also very, very beautiful and related to this war also, so I would like to discuss that. So once we know what happened, 5 days happened in the battlefield. So everybody, you know, was everybody was fighting, and Bhishma was fighting, Arjuna was fighting, you know, very, very heroically. And this Duryodhana was wondering what is happening. 5 days happened. And I have heard also that he had sent 10,000 soldiers in front of Bhima, and Bhima have, you know, single-handedly killed all of those soldiers. And then this Duryodhana, you know, he challenged Bhima for the fight. And you know, why did he challenge after 10,000 soldiers were over? Because he thought now Bhima might be tired, right? He was fighting with so many soldiers. So he thought now Bhima, but Bhima, you know, he has taken the vow, because he was because of Draupadi insult and all the things happened. So Bhima was also waiting that when Duryodhana will challenge me. And then as soon as Duryodhana challenged, Bhima said, okay, I was waiting for this moment. And then he comes. Then, he very badly, Bhima injured Duryodhana. He was not, the Duryodhana was not in the situation that he was able to take that fight with the Bhima. And then I think Dronacharya came and he had to protect Duryodhana. But and that time, they take him into the camp. The whole day the fight will be there, and then they have the camp set up like Pandavas camp or this side Kauravas camp. And then then he went to the camp, and he had this all wounds because of the fight which he had with Bhima. And he was wondering why. I mean, he was thinking that I think we cannot win this war, as Arjuna is fighting, or all the, as he said, Maharati, Mahabahu, right? Subhadra's putra, all the people. He was thinking that no, he might not be able to win the battle. So Karna was there, and Karna told him that why you are worrying? I am there. Who can harm you if I am there? Like Karna was also very much Maharati. So then he said, no, but you are not fighting, because Karna has taken a vow, till Bhishma is fighting on the battlefield, I will not enter into the battlefield. So then he said, somehow if you stop Bhishma to go in the battlefield, then I may come in the battlefield. And then this Duryodhana, how diplomat he is. So he went to Bhishma Pitama. And then Bhishma Pitama, he has seen his injury, and then he tried to put some medicine on him. And then he said, and he just commented on Bhishma. He said, first he said, okay, I think we are not gonna win this battle. 5 days is already being going like that. And then Bhishma said, no, why you are saying like that? Then he said, because of our side, whoever are there, our Maharathis, or great fighters, they doesn't look like fighting in the spirit of fighting. Even though they are in my side, looks like they have affection towards the Pandavas, right? And he was directly commenting to Bhishma, because Bhishma has a great affection towards Pandavas. And then Bhishma have heard that, and then he said, oh, see, and he understood his mind. And then he told, okay, I'll take the vow. I have, in my life, I have taken only one vow, that is a vow of celibacy. And then I have been called Bhishma, but I take another vow today, that tomorrow you will not see any Pandava. Tomorrow, definitely I'll kill 5 of the Pandavas. And he just get his silver quicker, in which we have the arrows, and then golden arrows. He plays 5 arrows for 5 Pandavas, like Yudhishthir, Bhima, Arjun, Nakul, Sahdev, like that he plays. With these 5 arrows, I'll kill them. So Duryodhana became so much happy, because Bhishma is taking the pratikya, right? So we know what is the value of that, because he was celibate throughout his lifetime. So then he became very happy, and then he told to Bhishma Pitama, okay, but you give it to me, I'll give you tomorrow. When you come and ask me, I'll give you. You give it to me. I think he might have not believed that something on Bhishma. And then he said, okay, you give it to me, I'll give it tomorrow when you need it. So when what is this, Duryodhana, he came back to his tent. And then he also mentioned Bhishma that if you don't go, you are becoming old. If you don't go to the fight, then Karna might enter, and then he might be able to kill. So he has challenged Bhishma. So Bhishma was like, okay, Sut Putra, and I'm the Kshatriya, like that. He got that spirit of fighting. And then as we discussed, he has taken that vow, pratikya, to kill all the 5 Pandavas tomorrow, like the day after. And then what happened. So what happened here, Krishna knew. We all know Krishna is the Paramatma in the heart. So Krishna knew, and in the tent, what was happening, Arjuna was going to sleep, and then Krishna was walking. Krishna was in tension. You see the God is in tension. So Krishna was walking like here and there, like that. So Arjuna was asking, what happened, Krishna? You look, you look little tense. And then he was saying, you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, like that he mentioned to Arjuna. Then he said, to Arjuna, then tomorrow Bhishma has taken a vow that he'll kill all the Pandavas. And then Arjuna said, okay, that is your department, because you have said, right, my devotees will never perish. That is your department. And he really went to sleep. So much trust in the Lord, right? Even though has been told to Arjuna, he was like, okay, that is your department to take care. I'm going to sleep. And he said, no, you have to do something what I tell you. And then he reminded him, Krishna reminded Arjuna that you have given this benediction by Duryodhana once when they were in the forest exile. Duryodhana has been captured by Gandharva, and then Arjuna was the one who saved him. So he when that at that time he has given you the boon, whatever you can ask, you ask me. And in those days, what used to happen, right? The day long they will fight like anything, but as soon as the sun set, they go to each other tents. They will receive them very nicely. Atiti, like we say, Atiti is like the god, like the Bhagwan. So they used to serve each other very nicely, even though they're fighting a war. But that was the custom at that time. So then he said, no, I'll not go. But what Arjuna say? But Krishna said that, okay, but you have told, right? What did Arjuna told after? Does anybody want to guess what Arjuna told after he has heard all the Bhagavad Gita? And when Krishna,
Karishye vachanam tava.
yes, Nashtu moha smritirlabdha tav prasadan machyuta stito asmi gata sande karishye vachanam tava. So he said, yes, you have told karishye vachanam tava. Whatever you will, according to your instruction, I should do that. So then he went and he was received very, very nicely by Duryodhana, even though Duryodhana was so evil-minded. But as soon as Arjuna came to his tent, he said, oh, my dear brother, come here. And then, he reminded him of that incident. Then he said, yes, I told you. What do you want? And he really offered. He said, if you want Hastinapur, I will. You know why this battle has started happening, because he did not even want to give an inch of space or a space in which we can keep a needle. He did not want to give. That's why this battle happening, right? It's going to happen. We are in the first chapter. So at that time, when we were discussing, we are in the battle, 5 days has happened, and then Duryodhana went, and then Arjuna went, and Duryodhana told that, what do you want from me? I remember that benediction which I have given. So he said that you have to give me, no, he said that, okay, if you want Hastinapur, I can give you. Then Arjuna was like, no, I don't want Hastinapur. Even he's a Kshatriya. It's not like they are fighting for that. And if Duryodhana said, and he would have stopped. He said, I will stop the fight from tomorrow. I'll give you complete Hastinapur. So that was the standard. Even a demonic mentality, the person was, but that was the standard, when they have to receive the guest or when they have to say the words which they have promised. So then he said, no, that I don't want, because they were fighting for that. So definitely want to, continue fighting and then take it not like as a charity, but as winning in the battlefield. Correct. So what Duryodhana said, then what can I give you? Then he said, you gave me those 5 arrows. And then Duryodhana was a little surprised, because nobody knew about this vow and what happened. But Krishna knows everything. So and then he happily, without even any grudge or anything, he happily gave those arrows to Arjuna. And then he went. So this was the story, right? How he protected. Because if Krishna wouldn't have asked Arjuna to go and see Duryodhana to ask for the boon, then definitely Bhishma, if he take pratigya, we know how true he was. We have heard earlier in the classes, Prabhuji was mentioning about the story, because of his to maintain his brahmacharya, because he did not want to marry Amba. He had he had a fight with his spiritual master Parshuram for I think 27 days, and he did not want to marry because he has taken a vow. So that's how we know that how important is Bhishma's vow. It's not like that I'll say and I'll do something else. No. So vow has been taken, he will fulfill that vow. That's why he's called Bhishma. So that is the Achyuta. So Achyuta means is very important. Why is it called Krishna? Why is it called Madhava? It's called Achyuta because he never forget. And other meaning also Prabhupada gives very nice meaning to this as well. Prabhupada also says that Achyuta means he's not fall down. He's always the supreme personality of Godhead, but he takes a subordinate position. Here, charioteer position is what? Charioteer has to follow the order. Whatever is fighter is saying, sitting on the chariot, that charioteer has to. It's a very, if you see, it's a very low position according to the society and custom. But Krishna, being the supreme personality of Godhead, if even if he take the charioteer position, he is not. He is not leading his, Bhagavata, his that personality of Godhead. So and Arjuna is little shy because because Arjuna is a devotee. Devotee knows their subordinate position. They should not be ordering to the Lord, right? So even what they understand is they should take the order from the Lord, correct? So here, what is happening? Arjuna is ordering to the Lord. So that's why Prabhupada says that that's why he's saying Achyuta and he's little bit shy. Even though I am ordering you, I am not in that position. And he's clearly mentioning the position of Achyuta, or the Krishna as Achyuta. And he's saying, okay, please forgive me. But you have taken that position of my charioteer, so I had to order you, like, because he was his becoming and serving his devotee as a charioteer. So this was the meaning of Achyuta. And what does Arjuna say is Yavad etan nirikshayam. So what will I do? If you place my chariot in between the two armies, I want to see. Nirikshay mane what? Nirikshay means I want to see. Nirikshan karna, parikshan karna, we say, examine. I want to examine whoever have assembled here with the desire to fight. That's what he says, right? Here it has been mentioned. And he also says that, who desire to fight. And he also says that to whom he want to see all the people who have been assembled from the side of Kauravas, because he want to see, like two things are there, right? He want to see who all the people, and he want to also measure the strength. How is the Kauravas' strength is there? So whom he has to fight and how much is their strength, like that he want to see. So this verse is really, really important for us, because if this verse has not spoken by Arjuna, I think we wouldn't be discussing the Bhagavad Gita. So and also what Prabhupada says here, but here is Rishikesha. We all know that Rishikesha is the lord of the total senses. So somebody wants to say something?
Sorry, Mataji.
Oh, no problem. Oh no, I was thinking you somebody wants to say something. So here, that is the relationship between the Lord and the devotee. So here we see Krishna's very, very nice position as a charioteer. And if you remember one of the incident in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to the South India tour, and he met this one of the Brahmana, and he was seeing this Brahmana was crying. He had the tears in his eyes, and he was seeing the page, Bhagavad Gita, cover page of the Bhagavad Gita. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, what happened, why you are crying? Then he said, my spiritual master has ordered me to read Bhagavad Gita, but I am illiterate. He was not able to pronounce the words properly. So he said that, and then he was saying, but why you are crying? So he said, because I see Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is so nicely, is so humble, he's taking the position, he's serving his devotee as a charioteer, and by seeing this, I am getting tears in my eyes. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced that Brahman and said, you know the import of Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita, meaning to know Bhagavad Gita doesn't mean that we have to know so many verses, or we have to know how to properly chant the Sanskrit verses. Yes, that's good to know, but that's not the import. Import is to awaken our love for Krishna. Import is to surrender to Krishna, and by surrendering to Krishna, what happens? We can get awaken the love of Godhead. So that has already, even though he was not able to read Bhagavad Gita, for that Brahmana, that has already been done, because he was already getting that Ashta Satvik Vikar, right? That 8 transformation that happens because of the spiritual ecstasy. So crying, standing here on the end, and all those symptoms that happened. So he was crying out of that ecstasy which he was feeling just by seeing that cover page of Bhagavad Gita. So that has also been very important, that we understand the import of Bhagavad Gita. So here that scene is there, right? Because Arjuna, that chariot, if you see the Bhagavad Gita cover page, Krishna has been drawing the chariot of, especially this scene which we are reading this verse. So that reminded me of that pastime as well. And here also, if you see, right, gopis are the pure devotees of the Lord. Gopis also are in the similar kind of love, right? Because Krishna, when he was very small, right, when he was a baby, he used to go to their home, and then they will just, for one sandesh or for one bowl of butter, they'll say that you dance, and then Krishna start dancing. Do you think that Krishna have to dance just to get a butter, just to get a 2 spoons of butter, right? No, but he was dancing. Sorry, but he was dancing out of the love of his devotee, what they carry, right? And Yashoda Mai, he is a he's a lord of the, all the abode is inside the Lord's stomach. And then we see that Mother Yashoda is able to bind Krishna, because not with the ropes, as has been mentioned by Satyavata Damodar Ashtakam, but by the pure love of Mother Yashoda. So there are the devotees who love Krishna, that they do not understand that he is a supreme, or even if they understand, Krishna takes a subordinate position. I don't remember that verse, but there is one verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. I should have looked into it before. Didn't get a chance. So that verse says that Mora Shakha, Mora Pranapati. I mean, that verse basically says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I become very happy if somebody serve me as a Lord, that is fine, but I become more happier than somebody says, you are my friend, you are my lover, and you are my, like that. All these 5 relationship, Madhurya, Sakya, Dasya, like that. These relationship, I get very, very much happier than when somebody says that, okay, you are my Lord, but if says that you are my friend, like that, that intimate relationship, what these cowherd boys have with Krishna, what Mother Yashoda have with Krishna. So all these devotees, what gopis have as a Madhurya love with Krishna. So that's what he says. So he becomes so, Prabhupada clearly mentioned that he's so anxious to serve. The devotee, pure devotee, is anxious to serve Krishna, and Krishna is anxious to serve. In turn, he is anxious to serve his devotee. But in the material relationship, like if the master-servant relationship, you doesn't see like that, right? Do you see, if a person in a bungalow, if a person is working, maybe he's a cook or anything, right? Just a random example. So do you think this master is this, obviously the servant is getting paid, he's cooking every day, but do you think someday this master will also cook out of love for this person? That's gonna happen. Have you ever seen that? I think we haven't seen, right? So because that is compelled just out of the not with the relationship, just master and servant. He's I'm serving him and he's paying me. But when it is coming to Krishna, Krishna becomes subordinate to his servant. We never see like that, right? So that is our Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. He takes the lower position, and he want to always serve his devotee, and he's also really very attached to his devotees. And here Prabhupada is also mentioning in the last paragraph that Arjuna is a devotee of the Lord, and he doesn't want to fight. See, they have done so many peace agreements, but this Duryodhana was so evil-minded that he want to take over the kingdom which was rightly belongs to Pandava. Yesterday we were also discussing. So then forcefully he has to come to the battlefield, but they were so humble, the Pandavas were so righteous and humble, that they tried to, they even wanted to send Krishna as a messenger and said that, okay, if 5 villages out of the whole kingdom, they just wanted the 5 villages for the 5 brothers, but this Duryodhana was so envious, so evil minded, that he did not want to give anything, as we know. So I would like to take a pause here and see if anybody has any comment, realization, feedback, anything correction. They can do so at this point of time, because this is what we had in this verse to discuss. Okay, if no, then
Very nice class, Padmalochini. Very nice examples. You know, you have cross-referenced Chaitanya Charitamrita and other scriptures. So the Bhagavatam and Krishna stories, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stories. So wonderful class.
Thank you, Mataji. Please, yes. All Prabhupada's mercy, Mataji.
Very nice class, mom.
Thank you, Tulsi. Okay. If anybody has any comments, then we can wait for 30 seconds, else we'll go to the next verse.
Thank you very much for your explanation and your beautiful, reading and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. So we can go to the next verse, I think, if nobody has any thing to add on. Let's go to the next verse. I'll quickly share my screen. I think we can cover because we have some time. Yes, so this verse we can just recite once. Okay. Yusamanam aveshayaham ye ete atra samagata
Tata.
dhritarashtraya durbuddhe
Dhritarashtraya Durbuddha.
yuddhe priya chikikshava. I'll just read the word to word. Yusamanam, those who will be fighting. Eveshe, let me see. Aham, I. Ye, who. Ete, those. Atra, here. Samagata, assembled. Dhritarashtraya, for the son of Dhritarashtra. Durbuddhe, evil-minded. Yuddhe, in the fight. Priya, well. Chikikshava, wishing. Translation. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. It was an open secret that Duryodhana wanted to usurp the kingdom of the Pandavas by evil plans. In collaboration with his father, Dhritarashtra, can anybody please go on mute? Thank you. Therefore, all persons who had joined the side of Duryodhana must have been birds of the same feather. Arjuna wanted to see them on the battlefield before the fight was begun, just to learn who they were, but he had no intention of proposing peace negotiations with them. It was also a fact that he wanted to see them to make an estimate of the strength which he had to face, although he was quite confident of victory because Krishna was sitting his side. So we can quickly discuss this verse. We have just 10 minutes. So here, what in the last verse we have discussed, he has asked Achyuta, Krishna, to place his chariot between the two armies because he wants to see to whom he has to fight this war. Okay, and then here it has been mentioned what he's saying. Again, he's saying, let me see who have come here to fight. And he's specially mentioning the evil-minded, Dhritarashtra Durbuddhe, the son of the Dhritarashtra, who is the evil-minded. So who is that? Headed by Duryodhana, right? Evil-minded son of Duryodhana. So, and Prabhupada clearly mentioned here that it was clearly known to all of the people that they want to usurp the kingdom that was rightly belonged to Pandavas. We have discussed this yesterday. And by the evil plans, he had tried to kill them. He had tried to kill Bhima by the poison. He had tried to kill them in the Lakh house, and he tried to send them to the exile for 13-14 years, but he was supposed to give the kingdom back when they came, but he was not ready to spare the kingdom. And that's how and they have insulted the wife of the Pandavas and all the aggressor. There are 6 types of aggressor, and all the aggressive things has been done by all these sons of Dhritarashtra, headed by Duryodhana. So it has been mentioned because he want to see who have come, because usually what happens, what we call that the same kind of people, they will be seen together, right? You will see drunkards with drunkard, right? You will see meat eaters with meat eaters, like the same kind of people, or whose they have the similar kind of activities outside, but inside also they are thinking the same. So the mentality. So what happens, the feathers of the bird, what is that word, is flock together. I'm forgetting that. So that is there, right? So they flock together, birds of the same feather flock together, because the people who think um who think similar, they flock together. Like you see that group happens because of the similar kind of, usually because of similar kind of thinking between the people. So here it has been mentioned, so he want to see the evil minded who has, because all those were the evil minded, because they have, apart from Bhishma, Drona and Kripa, we know the reason. Bhishma was a devotee. Apart from just a few exceptions, there are all the people who came there was all evil minded, because have come to please the evil minded son of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana. And he wanted to see, and also Prabhupada is saying that he wanted also, definitely did not want to do a peace negotiation, but he wanted to see, because to see how their strength is, and what is their strength, is like that. And but although he was very confident about his victory, and we know this pastime, um, because Arjuna was a pure devotee, or the devotee of the Lord, when what happened before the battle, when they were gathering the Sena, right? Akshauhani Senas, like Akshauhani has lot of the elephant, foot soldiers, so many things. It has been mentioned in Bhagavatam, some of the words, what one Akshauhani consists of. So many foot soldiers, so many soldiers on the chariot, then elephants, then so many horses, and so many things together. It is called one Akshauhani Sena. So what happened when they went to Krishna to ask help? Duryodhana and Arjuna went. Although Arjuna has been given the chance first, but Arjuna preferred to choose. He preferred to choose Krishna, because he is a devotee of the Lord. He is not considering the situation as a part of the material estimation. But this Duryodhana, he was so happy when Arjuna has taken the Lord in his side. He was thinking, okay, what this alone, this what this Krishna will do. But and he has taken this one Akshauhani Sena, that is way, way, way much higher than one person. There are big numbers for that. Soldiers, elephants, horses, charioteers. So then, so that shows the mentality of both the Duryodhana and the Arjuna. So how just one person, he was really satisfied, because he know if the Krishna is our side, then we are confident of our victory, because he has that faith in the Lord. So that faith is very important for us also, to keep that faith in the Lord, even though now you see, like in this world also, if you see, you will see the number of non devotees, I mean, or the whoever the person are not following the Krishna consciousness, are, even though with Prabhupada mercy it is increasing, but if you see a lot of the people, if you go to the restaurant, shopping mall, you see so much cars will be lining up. So these people, these people are, what I was supposed to just forgot. So these people are not following Krishna conscious principle. It doesn't mean that they are right, right? If less people are following the Krishna consciousness, it doesn't mean that they are wrong, because it doesn't go with the material calculation. Spiritual life means it goes with the spiritual calculation. As Arjuna has rightly chose the Lord. Given the first chance, he has chosen the Lord in his sight, and he was really very, very happy. And one Akshauhani Sena, Narayan Sena, has been given to Duryodhana. He had 11. Just revision. The Duryodhana has the 11 Akshauhani Sena, and Pandavas have 7 Akshauhani Senas. So this was discussed in this verse. More to come to other verses, like where Achyuta will take the chariot between the armies, and Achyuta, our Lord, is very smart. He'll put the chariot between, just in front of Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, all these people, just to bewilder Arjuna more. So, and Arjuna, we should not understand he got bewildered. Just to side note, Arjuna is the eternal associate of the Lord. He has been put into bewilderment so that this Bhagavad Gita can be spoken. Because Krishna will never come and speak to any other person. He has to speak with the Lord because the devotee makes them qualify so that the Lord directly speak to them. So that's the qualification. Krishna, if you want Krishna directly speaking to us, that's the qualification that Arjuna had. Even though he was a fighter, he was a Lord's devotee, or he was an eternal associate of the Lord, taking the part in Lord pastime. That's what that Bhagavad Gita has been spoken to him, not to any other sannyasi or any other person at that time, right? So I would like to take a pause and see if somebody has anything to discuss about this, what just has been spoken, any questions, comments, anything, any realizations. So we can discuss that. I'll just stop sharing. Okay, if not, then thank you very much for sharing. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I'm posting from questions. If anyone interested, please answer.
Okay, so we got the questions. I submitted, Prabhuji. I think I also have to read nicely, right? You are making questions from the class.
I like your quiz, Rasraj Prabhu. You don't make it
Good.
too difficult, but not too easy either.
Yes.
But it's interesting. Thank you.
Mataji, there are multiple choice questions. You can select multiple answers.
That's true. The only way I can
Yeah.
pass a test, Damodar Sura Prabhu, if it's multiple choice.
No, means one of the questions you can select two options as well. Prabhuji is giving that feature as well.
Oh, I didn't realize that. He should give that instruction ahead then.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the third question, I think I don't remember the number. You have to select all the reasons.
Oh.
Why Arjuna asked the Lord to place his chariot between the two armies.
Oh, I didn't recognize that.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
have to
it's there
select.
in the all the points are there in the purport, Mataji.
Yeah. So you have to select what is appropriate to that question.
Well, I don't read instructions too well, huh?
No problem, Mataji. You're all learning.
Okay, we have a last 1 minute.
Prabhu, you should have some gift also, Prabhu. Giving quiz every day.
It's just to make fun, Mataji.
Some gift should be there, Prabhu.
Maybe we should give a small book. I don't
Yes,
mind sponsoring it. One those
Transcendental.
little books, one of the little books, whoever is the winner. So that way every week, every day we can have a winner.
Transcendental winner.
Yeah, just give a tiny book, so that the little ones,
Yeah, transcendental books. Yes, that's a very nice.
Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay, we are done. I'm sharing the poll.
Very bold.
So this is the first question which Padma Lochini Mataji asked, who is addressed as Achyuta in Bhagavad Gita. So, Krishna is the correct answer, but I see someone selected Arjuna and Bhima. That's not correct. What does Achyuta means? That's Padma Lochini Mataji.
100% right.
That is infallible, not untouchable or anything. Then, yeah, this is tricky question, right? Why did Arjuna ask to move? So these are all the points are mentioned, except to take the blessing from Bhima and Dronacharya. That is not the correct answer. And to ask forgive to his teacher Dronacharya. This is also not a correct answer. But rest all are the reason why Arjuna wanted to requested Krishna to take in between of armies. Yeah, this is the last the relation between the Lord and his is very sweet and transcendental. That's what Prabhupada says in the purport. And last question is, this is the question which Padma Lochini has asked today, right? Which name of the Arjuna is not mentioned till Bhagavad Gita 220? So Kaunteya is that correct, and rest three are mentioned till 220. And what does Prabhupada say about Duryodhana's army in 223? He says that just now we discussed, it is birds of the same feather, not that, rascals and evil-minded or barking dogs. Thank you everyone for participating in the quiz. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for getting the quiz for us. So we'll pray our obeisances to the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpa
Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Srila
Padma
Prabhupada
Ji ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Bhagavad Gita ki
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.